What's going on in the tunnel, sports fans? We're back for another exciting week. We got a new location, same great show. Once again, make sure you go on YouTube, follow us, like us on In the Tunnel Sports Media. Check us out on Instagram, check us out on Facebook, check us out on TikTok, as well as Twitter. I got my boy, Dallas Melvin in the house. We got my boy Truesdale. What's going on, bro?
Oh, man, what's good, man? What's good, H-Town? We over at On the Rocks, OST, enjoying our new spot. So, we're ready to get the show rolling, baby.
So, y'all know this cat over here. He out for witness protection. We brought him back.
Yeah, we got him back.
You know y'all miss me.
Miles, Mr. Basketball himself. What's up, Miles?
Numbers back up. Now, what's up, baby? You good?
Yeah, we great.
All right.
We great.
Don't forget about Mama Truesdale and Mama Dallas Melvin now.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm going to try. Miss Mama Truesdale and Melvin. Ahead of time, I apologize if I slipped.
So, like Truesdale said, we're in a new location this week on the Rocks in historic 3rd Ward, Texas, right off of Old Spanish Trail, or OST if you're from H-Town. You know where it is. Come check us out. Come see us. All that good stuff.
And come get a good fresh drink.
Before we get started, we got to give a little shout out. We haven't been doing this as much as we should, but shout out to Kiki Shepard.
Yes.
She changed the culture for all of us.
Every black man's first rejection.
Yes. Straight out of Tyler, Texas.
Yeah,
with my cousin, North Texas Delta, Saran, my cousin. So, yeah, definitely shout out to Kiki Shepard. And Joyce Peace died.
Who?
Joyce Peace.
Okay.
I'm going to help y'all remember Joyce Peace. She was on Good Times, and she was on the episode when Florida and James went on that vacation, and the lady came and Florida went and got something. Remember she came over?
Gotcha.
She passed away too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive in.
Let's get
It's all about hoops, and more hoops.
It's
over here
awesome,
live
baby.
and on the Rocks. So we got to start at the high school level for sure. And you know who else felt like they died this weekend? Everybody that played DFW high schools. Let's just get off right off the top. DFW high schools with 7-0 boys in the state championship. By the way, this ain't the first time. Last year, they went 5-0 against all the Houston teams in the state championship. So let's just jump into a couple games before we get this tissue out from my boy Miles.
Ain't no tissue
Ain't
here,
no
baby.
tissue. We already know the problem.
North Crowley beat San Antonio Brenham 65-52. North Crowley, by the way, also won the state championship in football. So they just got superior athletes or what?
Well, North Shore done it before too.
Huh?
Last school to do that was North Shore.
Okay.
To win in football and basketball.
Okay, that's been over a decade though.
No, it ain't been over a decade, but I'm just letting you know.
A while ago.
Last time back in 15. So,
And we in 26, so that's a decade.
Yeah, I'm just
yeah.
saying. I'm just telling you, last time the team did it.
So that wasn't a surprise. Because I know last week, my boy Julius from San Antonio, he was shouting out SA was going to be able to beat North Crowley, and I tried to tell them that San Antonio ain't ready.
Let's go with the next score.
Houston was more ready than San Antonio.
Yeah, we still got 6 of these left. Get this out your system.
Okay,
Yeah,
Little M versus Cypress Springs. We can keep going.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Dallas Madison versus Orangefield, 70-59.
Congratulations.
I got to give it a jump. Orangefield, first time getting there, they hung in there. 11 points.
I'm going to give a shout out to Fort Bend Crawford.
Gotta
They
give a shout
got
out to them.
dominated by Kimball, but nobody thought they was going to get there.
And on top of that, Fort Bend Crawford has only been open like 3 years, 4 years.
So they should get dominated by a Dallas school.
The fact that they were even there is a
They're
humongous
happy to get there. They're
and
happy to get
football
there.
team
Yeah,
into like
football
the
team,
third,
third
fourth round of
round,
playoffs.
yeah. So they're fish over there.
Shout out to what they're doing over there. That's a great start.
Shout out to my boy Torrey Crawford, the school name after his mom.
So, I mean, Carter just stomped Lamar 67-41.
Well, Lamar was blessed to get there. They can't dribble. And,
I mean, you saw it play live, so
Yeah.
you expected that?
yeah.
Let me tell
I
you.
think we'll break it out. Once you break the scores down, we'll break the whole thing down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I want to move on to these next two scores, but before that, I want to celebrate Beaumont, the city of Beaumont. They got 2 high schools into the state championship, Beaumont United and Beaumont Westbrook. We got my boy here, Miles, from the area. Miles, talk to us how big that is.
Well, it's pretty big. I mean, I personally went to Westbrook. That was school. That was my school.
Right.
Before I moved to Houston. And they have fallen off big time in basketball. When the Ozan thing happened and the Perkins and all them went over there. Then they combined the schools, Central and Ozan, and got BU. And BU's won a couple state championships. They've done their thing. They had the same coaches.
Right.
Perk had the same coaches, Steve Jackson.
Westbrook won it last year.
Yeah, Westbrook won it last year, who was a descendant of Butte as well.
Yeah.
So that thing is really growing out there, and that's
the triangle.
I'm not mad at what's happening in Triangle basketball-wise. When I grew up, we were a football city, football only. So what's really happening there basketball-wise is great. And all that really you got to give last 25 years started that with that Perkins group.
Right.
They really pushed that into the city and saw that was a way that we could really use athleticism as well. Shout out to them getting there, winning last year. BU won the year before that. Yo, so congratulations to them. They in the mix on a regular basis.
Yeah, they did a good job. Because like I said, the most dominating team in the Triangle area, which had a historical program, was Port Arthur Lincoln.
Yeah.
And I think Memorial made it one year, didn't they?
They did make it one year.
Yeah, 1 year, yeah.
But Port Arthur
But
Lincoln,
it been down.
they had Andre Butte as the coach at Lincoln. He went to Ozan, won it there.
Yes.
He went to Westbrook, won it there. Like, you got to give Butte his credit. He's one of the greatest coaches in Texas history.
And the guy that started Lincoln Powerhouse is the godfather.
Done his thing.
So shout out to the city of Beaumont for getting 2 schools.
Big money, Texas, baby.
I mean, Golden Triangle, Southeast Texas. Perennially, they've had one school get there, somewhere in that area get there, but to get 2 schools in the same city of a population of what?
80,000?
80,000, so less than 100,000. You got 2 schools at major championship level. That's fantastic.
Yes.
But that's where the participation trophy stops, though.
How is the state championship loss a participation trophy?
That's a participation trophy because they had to go up against 2 Dallas schools. Mansfield Summit beat Beaumont United 52-40, and it really wasn't that close from what I hear. But once again, Beaumont United got there. Mansfield Summit went back-to-back in the state championship. Would you expect anything less from a DFW school? No, you wouldn't. And then Frisco Heritage, which has a Duke signee, Josh Howard's son. So you can expect
Bryce
that out of
Howard's
that team.
a great player, bro.
Bryson Howard is definitely a talent. He's grew up around the game. Beaumont Westbrook made it a game, though. This final score didn't reflect it at 60-47. But once again, Frisco Heritage, everybody predicted them to go win state. So congratulations to all those teams that actually made it to state. I mean, I'm giving them a hard time, but it's so hard just to get to state. And a lot of these students are going back to back. So
you're not giving me a hard time.
Now that we've gone down, no. We're going to get to the girls here in a second. But now that we've gone down the record and the roll, I got my idea of what's really going on and why Houston can't compete against Dallas in basketball. I mean, we said the same thing in football. Results are
that's a different
they're putting that out. But while we're talking basketball, Tuesday, I'm going to let you start with you. Why do you think that Houston struggles to compete with the powerhouse that is DFW in basketball?
Because they got a system out there. They got an AAU system. I mean, you look at Dallas Carr. They got 2 kids, one 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". One of them a sophomore, one of them a junior, playing inside, and they got the guards. They came from the school. What's the school came? They kicked them out of UIL, Faith, whatever the school, the prep school.
Faith Christian Academy?
No, the school that Yates played in the state championship.
Oh, okay.
Faith, but in Dallas, and these people here got to take notes. You got people always try to run the Houston Hoops, and the AAU system just not good here. You got certain people, I don't want to say no name, but was an ex-professional ball player. He try to hog every kid. And the AAU system got to be better. And that's like saying Miles got a job at Scarborough. Me and you run an AAU team. We got a team from 9 years old. We've been raising them, and we got some talent. So we're going to send them Miles because we trust Miles. Now, everybody going to laugh because they at Scarborough, no basketball tradition, but that's what the Dallas schools do. They turn teams that not no type of basketball tradition and turn them into that. And they got a pipeline out of AAU. Because when you do an interview in Dallas, they're going to ask you what kind of AAU pool you got.
No, without a doubt.
Before you go.
My boy, the guy that coached at Rosenberg Terry, won with Griffin, he's at Hooks, Texas. He said he's comfortable. He said, thing is when you interview in Dallas. And I believe him because it's about the AAU system.
So before you go, hey, hop in the chat. Let us know what high school you represent. let us know if you got some kids going to these high schools. Obviously, Miles is going to tell us why you should send your kids to Dallas if you're a boy and you want them to play good basketball. Go ahead, Miles.
So, Truesdale is right. The system is totally different, right? Even when they're young, before they get to the AAU system, y'all promote basketball in a different way at a younger age. Whether it be the rec system, the rec gym system, the gyms are open for kids just to go in there and play all the time during the summers on a regular basis. That's not here in Houston. In Houston, these kids don't play unless they're on an AAU team. And the thing is, after that process, this is what happens. The politics of what happens in Houston is this. I'll have a system with a big AAU program, and I'll place my AAU coaches at private schools to coach, right? Because what happens at private schools is you can have a regular job and make good money, and I can come coach for a stipend, right? So therefore, I'm not forced to be a chemistry teacher. I'm not forced to be an algebra teacher. I can go over there and coach. And then when those coaches go over there, they say, hey, if you want to play for me at this school, you got to play for my AAU program. And then they start recruiting these kids out of the public school system in Texas, in Houston.
Yes.
So they're recruiting them out of the public school system, or they're recruiting them to the suburban schools. And on top of that, what happens is a parent will go, okay, look, I'm in the AAU system like hoops. We use hoops.
Yes.
One of the better program. I may be the fourth best kid in hoops, and that works in the AAU system. But if I go to a high school, I want to be the best kid. So if I'm the second or third best at a high school, at a Yates or at a Worthing or whatever, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move to Pearland. I'm going to move out.
But they
Ain't
also
gonna be the
doing
best.
this, Miles. If you top-notch player, they not playing their senior year, they going to prep schools.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They either
They
go to
sing a
private
year.
schools
They sing a
or they
year.
go out to these suburban schools where
Or go out of town.
the team may not be that great. I may barely make it to the playoffs. But my son got 30, and he got this, and he got these
Yeah.
looks.
But why they? Here's my thing, though. We just went over that long
Y'all recruit
dissertation.
into the school. Hold on.
Go
Y'all
ahead.
recruit into the city. So kids from outside the city go play for those schools inside the city. And their parents go there because you have that coach and that lineage. But on top of that, my son been playing basketball at Dallas Madison since he was 8th grade, since he was 8 years old, in the gym during the summer. He has a relationship with that coach.
Yes.
My son's been playing at such and such school. So
They got a
therefore,
better
Here's what I
system.
tell you. Here's where
They
the
just got a
argument
better
breaks down,
system.
guys. Here's
It's
where
a
the
better
argument.
system.
Here's where the argument breaks down.
Because the AAU
I
system
agree.
ain't
It's a
good.
better
it's not an
system.
argument. I'm supporting you. I'm
No,
not
no, no,
arguing.
no. What I'm saying is, in Dallas, we just talked about it. You had Madison and Kimball and Carter, which is all on the south side of the city, in not higher income areas. There's some very nice areas in some of those places,
Absolutely.
but historically have been economically challenged. Put it that way. But then you also got Mansfield, Frisco, North Crowley, Little Elm, that they got
Have a great recruiting
$500,000
system. They got a
houses
good
out there.
system. They got a
baby.
great recruiting
AAU
system.
yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. The best coaches for y'all are in those schools. Wherever you have the best coaches who can recruit the kids the best.
They go through the AAU system.
So ain't no good
hold up.
coaches here
I'm not saying
in Houston?
that. What I'm saying
in
is,
San Antonio, Austin?
what I'm saying is a lot of them, they spread out different places. So I'll give it to you better. When Willow Ridge won, y'all doing the Willow Ridge thing.
Yes.
A lot of those kids weren't Fort Bend kids.
Nah,
a lot of those
TJ
kids
from
weren't
Baytown.
Missouri City kids.
Yeah.
If you go to track and football wise and go over to
It was like that at Madison.
Yeah,
When
Madison.
won state.
Or
Yeah.
what's the school I'm thinking about? Thurgood Marshall right now. A lot of those kids ain't Fort Bend.
Nah.
In fact, most of those kids are
They got
HISD
like
kids.
The track kids.
Those track kids
they recruited.
So they go to certain places inside. That's why your system works well.
That's why I take my cousin mom, who had 5 national records at West Bend girls track, and she had a relationship with the Wings. Because a lot of them girls, they didn't stay on the Southwest.
The best Houston players, most of the best Houston players are at private school.
Yeah.
The best player we got in the city, I think,
In basketball,
that I've
yeah.
seen in basketball is Reese Austin. He has Second Baptist over there by himself. You got kids out there doing that. They're getting that education, so their parents think they're getting education, and as well as get the spotlight. They look for the spotlight versus winning that chip. But that's why
But
in
when you win
private
the chip,
schools,
you get spotlight.
kinda. But it's about
Kinda.
And y'all do. I'm not giving you. I'm not.
The guy from
system and the belief
Frisco is a Duke signee, so he kind of gets spotlight.
No, he getting it.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, so like you say, Bryson Howard is a Duke signee, right? If I go and I got a point guard, and I got to sit behind Bryson Howard as a junior, then I might take him somewhere else to get the shot.
What's going on, people? How y'all
doing?
doing?
I may not sit behind Bryson Howard.
See you.
Right.
Good to see
you know
you.
what I'm saying? But in Dallas, a lot of those kids, a lot of those places go there because you have so many, like Duncanville. Duncanville got 3 gyms the size of any gym in any high school in Houston. So like they like, I'm gonna go there because that gets the credit. They go national. You know, DeSoto in football, Crowley in football.
Yeah.
Like
the name of the game is recruiting. It's about
recruit better.
You have a system.
We recruit out of public schools. Y'all recruit into public schools.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about these girls.
Congratulations to you. It's not a knock. It's not a take. Y'all
got a good
loaded.
system. Y'all know what y'all know. Yeah.
Second year in a row, baby.
Houston, you got to
it
take
ain't
notes.
even close. Houston, you might want to look to get your stuff together. Summer Creek versus Flower Mound girls. Summer Creek won. Congratulations to Summer Creek beating Flower
we talked
Mound
about
girls.
that last week.
Lancaster beat Austin Westlake. Austin Westlake was the #1 rated team in the state pretty much the whole year. Lancaster, Lancaster, however you want to call it. From the Dallas area, you call it Lancaster. If you out of Dallas, you call it Lancaster.
Hey, man, we got too long on the show. Get through all the Dallas stuff.
They roll it. Then Ryan beat Glenn, and then Dallas Lincoln beat Fredericksburg for the girls' side. I got to get some love to the girls' side, though. Come on,
we talked about that last week.
Come on.
You
said we didn't talk about the girls last week. State was just this weekend.
Dawson. We know Dawson got their ass whooped, but you
No,
never
I
said
didn't
nothing
say
about
Dawson.
Summer Creek. No, you was giving shout out. Ain't I right, Julius? He was giving a shout out last week to Dawson. I like that was 2 weeks ago, man. They got their ass whooped 2 weeks ago. Let's give Summer Creek girls some love.
I just called out Summer Creek, didn't I?
So we don't want to keep sounding like a broken record, but he wanted to throw his Dallas teams out there.
Man, it's okay. Let them give the girls some shine.
I'm giving girls some shine.
Just let them give the girls some shine. That's it.
All right, so let's talk about March Madness.
But look, no. We got a chat.
Oh,
look at the chat.
Well, you Dallas people can't read that
somebody
well.
asked, so what's the pipeline for Houston boys basketball then?
The pipeline, they got to get better AAU systems.
Well, it's not necessarily the better AAU
I'm going to say
systems.
this. Eddie Combo had this thing called Wildcat Elite back in the days. And he's a hell of a teacher. That's the problem. A lot of these people don't send their kids where you're going to get taught. And what hurt a lot of these AAU teams in Houston, I can use him as an example. He had good players, but he had some kids left because they had these young dudes start a basketball team.
So here's
and they
the
was
question.
giving them tennis shoes.
Here's the question.
Some freaking tennis shoes.
Hold on.
And then he scholarshiped a lot of those kids. They didn't appreciate that. Now they got the regret because.
So here's the question, though. The question we want to answer the question.
We answer the question.
No. But he got.
What's up, Ron?
He got.
My boy Ron
how
in the
you
building.
doing? We got a kid. We got somebody in chat that got a kid. The kid plays ball. What should he do to get his kid some shine is what he asking. Where should he send him?
See what I'm saying? Hold on, time out. You hear the question? And nothing wrong with that. I don't know who the kid is. He said, where should he get his shine?
No. I'm saying that. He just saying what pipeline should he put him in for his kid to be better.
You got to, first, it depends on your age. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes into that question.
And
but you got to figure out where
right?
he's going to be developed the best.
So he's asking, where do we send him?
It's different for different people.
He's a guard.
It's different for different people. It depends on the coach himself who's going to develop them. There are great coaches, I think, in everybody's system, right? It's just a matter of where you find the coach that's going to spend time to develop your son and not the place that's going to put him on the team and let him run up and down the court, right? And so you have to find it'll take time and effort to do that. What we were speaking on is that when it comes to high school ball, a lot of those kids are recruited out of AAU, out of the public school system.
So if you're in public school, if you're in Houston in public school, you need to get out?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about as far as state championships go. That's a team thing.
No, but I'm saying,
as far as an individual thing,
on here.
No. If you're an individual, if you can play, you find the right program will get you exposure. It depends on, you got to look at realistically where you belong.
I hear
Are
that.
you a big
Miles,
B1 kid?
But these parents down here don't think.
They don't know.
Here's
I
the
agree.
thing.
That's what I'm telling them.
When Yates was hot, all these kids was trying to go to Yates like it was a football team. You can play a certain amount in basketball. Instead of them, you know what I'm saying? You build an AAU team, you're going to want them boys to stay together if they want to stay together, the chemistry.
If you build a new AAU team, you're going to know your team not going to stay together. It's just not a possible situation. Because once a kid gets some shine, then other teams are going to come pick at him. That's just the way it's going to be.
all I'm gonna say is being a dad of a son that's in the AAU program.
Okay.
I can't agree with Miles is saying. It's like there's so many options to choose and everything like that. And like, yeah, everybody wants to flock to the #1 team and everything like that. But I feel like the most important thing is getting with the coach that's actually going to develop your son. Because like my son, yeah, he's good and all the good teams want him. But my problem is that they just accept him for where he is right now and they don't really develop his skills for him to be better. So that's my problem. That's what I'm looking at as far as like.
Well, the thing is, too.
So I'm going to throw this out there.
The thing is, too, I want to say is you want your kid around good teaching, too. Because that's the key is not that many good coaches. I hate to say this.
What you got to understand is this. At what age level they're at. Your kid doesn't need to be worried about being exposed or getting exposure when he's 10, when he's 12, when he's 13.
I understand that.
All those national rankings don't mean squat. Your kid needs to be working at busting his butt to get better. And if you're going to spend all your money and time all summer playing AAU ball, you need to play where you're going to get some playing time. You need to play where somebody's going to play improperly. You need to play where somebody's going to, where you're going to play against quality competition.
Yeah.
Not somewhere where you're going to be beating everybody. Because what a lot of AAU teams do nowadays, they get a bunch of football players.
Yes.
They press the dog shit. They press you all day, and they beat you that way. But you're not learning how to play basketball.
And that's my point.
Because when you hold on, let me finish.
Amen to that.
Well, the thing is, when you go to the next levels, you look at high school ball. 20% of teams in high school press. You go to college, 10% of the teams in college press. You go to the NBA, 0% of the teams in the NBA press. So that has nothing to do with your development as a kid. How many trophies your coach wants has jack squat to do with you as a kid. Every tournament you go to, somebody won it the year before, don't nobody know who it was. It doesn't matter. Are you getting developed? Now, once you get to that level of high school and you figure out where he is, then you can figure out which teams will get him in front of those coaches you want to see.
So
but my point is
we got some other stuff we got to talk about.
I'm just going to say this real quick. My point is this, though. You have them around good coaching. And some people get caught up because they're giving them gear. Some people get caught up because they're sponsored by Nike or whatever, and you getting taught here. And then some of them get caught up because some of these parents will sell their kids because they'll pay you, too.
Can I say one last point?
That's going to cheer the butt.
Just because a coach has a good playing resume don't mean he's a good coach. Carry on.
So,
yeah. But my point is, not them not teaching. It's a waste of money.
Here's what I recommend. Go on our social media for the coaches that are listening to us. Drop us some tape. We're going to try to get some kids to the right coaches for the right fit to allow them to get developed in Houston because if we can do it in Dallas, y'all can do it in Houston, man. I got everybody confident.
You still missed the whole point. Carry on to something else,
man.
You still missed the whole point.
No. Seriously, though. Seriously, drop us some tape in our social media so we can try to connect some of these kids up and get them in the right program. March Madness. So before we get to March Madness, the AP All First team was announced. Some of these names won't be a surprise to you. So Cameron Boozer out of Duke, first team All-American. AJ DeBonsta out of BYU, first team All-American. Darius Acuff Jr. out of Arkansas. Some people might not be, you ain't really following basketball. You might not be on what he's doing, but he's cold.
Learn that name.
He going to the next level. And then you got Yexel Lindenborg from Michigan, the big guy out of Michigan. And then last but not least, the first ever first-team All-American in Texas Tech history out of Dallas, Texas, JT Toppin made first-team All-American. First time out of Texas Tech. Congratulations. So that's the top 5.
I want to talk about the kid from Arkansas.
What do you felt about them?
The game, I know it's a finesse game, and you got a lot of 6'8" guards, but everybody get caught up in that. But that kid there is probably one of the best guards that coach ever had. 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, think about it.
John Calipari?
Yes. I'm going to tell you, and I agree with Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins said this is the best guard he ever had. That kid just good as Rose or better.
No, I think the kid is going to be great.
And he playing hurt. And he not acting like that NIL stuff like our boy in Kansas.
He reminds me a lot of Stephon Marbury.
Marbury was a bad boy.
No, Marbury was a bad boy.
That's a hell of a pole man there. He's
going to be a bad.
And he was better than a lot of guards that what's his name had. if you break all his guards down.
I think in the long run, he may be as good as a lot of them.
Man, that kid is
I don't know
good
if
now.
In college.
He is good now.
No, he's good now. What I'm saying is, if you take John Wall in college, and you take Darius Acuff in college, which one you taking?
I'll take him. I'm going to tell you why
I'm taking John Wall all day long.
Y'all
taking
get
John
gotta-
Wall in college.
Like
I'm
you
taking
said,
John
y'all-
Wall all day long.
Every 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guard.
John Wall is 6'4", he's 6'3", it's the same height. I'm not talking height. If you say in college, I'm not talking about how John Wall didn't pan out in
I'm
the
going to
NBA.
say this. I would take that kid right now, the way he played, because he's taking over. And he ain't really got all the most help. That kid that took over the SEC tournament and dominated. He dominated.
He has a lot of...
freaking dominated in that thing.
No, he's a beast.
I'm excited to watch Arkansas play because of him.
I am.
That's
I
my
love
number
it.
one player. I'm going to tell you right now, going to put on the
He's
March
not my
Madness.
number one player in college, but he's
Who's your number one
I'm
player in
March
college?
Madness.
Oh,
I
he's
said
still not my
March
number one
Madness.
player in March
Who's your
Madness.
number one player in March Madness?
I don't even know if he's going to play because he got hurt, but Caleb Wilson is my number one player.
Well, here's my thing about March
North
Madness.
Carolina.
You can be the best player in the country. That doesn't mean you can have a great March Madness. Because I look at our boy. What's
No,
his name?
Acuff's going to have a great
Let's look
March
at what's his
Madness.
name in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Curry. Let's look at Michael Graham. Came out nowhere and dominated in the March Madness. It was a major impact while Georgetown won. And everybody talk about Pat Ewing, Reggie, all of them was, but this kid here is gonna put on the show on March Madness. And if they make a run, he's gonna be the best player in March Madness.
Truesdale is excited today,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He is
So
on his
I love
thing.
that kid.
Out of
man.
that top five, though,
Hey, he got guts.
out of your top five, who's going to be the number 1 or 2 or 3 pick that's not a first-team All-American?
Darren Peterson still going to be that.
I mean, well, he ain't first-team All-American, but he's going to be a top pick.
Well, he checked himself out of being All-American. He
Yeah.
would have easily been All-American
He easily been
if he
All-American.
wouldn't have did all that dumb stuff.
Your boy Fleming in Houston is still going to be a top pick.
He'll be a top 5
He
pick.
wasn't top
I think
five.
he'll be a top 6 or 7
He'll
pick.
be a top
for
6,
sure.
7 pick for
For
sure.
sure. For sure. So
Who else? Who am I missing? But carry on. Go ahead.
top seeds
What
in the
about-
tournament.
yeah, we talk about Fleming, right?
We're going to
Yeah.
talk about Fleming in just a
Yeah.
second. Top seeds in the tournament, you got Duke, Michigan, Florida, Arizona, number 1 seeds. Did they get it right?
They got it right.
Yeah, they got it right. They got it right.
So we
Arizona
got
tough.
UConn, U of H, Purdue, and Iowa State, number 2 seeds. Did we get it right?
Yeah.
So that's probably the first time in the last 10 to 15 years that there was really no scuttlebutt about the number 1s and number 2s. You go to look at whoever you want to go look at. Everybody feels
Who
like
those number
consensus is
2s
pretty
again?
good. UConn, U of H, Houston, Purdue, and Iowa State.
I was looking for Purdue. I wanted to make sure Purdue made
Yeah,
it.
Purdue won a Big
Yeah,
Ten, so they
Purdue
got to
got
be
a
in
good
there.
guard. That
Well,
Smith
Purdue
cat.
had a fall off for a minute, but yes,
Huh?
Got
Purdue.
chats. Got chats. Got chats.
Oh, we got chats. Oh,
I love
hold
the
on.
kid from Purdue though, Miles Smith. That point guard.
Somebody
That
said
kid.
where y'all shooting at. We at On the Rocks Bar and Lounge in historic 3rd Ward, Texas on OST. If you're from Houston, if you're not, we on Old Spanish Trail. Come
Right
check
across
us
from Wing
out.
Quarters and Ray's
Come
Barbecue.
come be a part of the happy hour. We having a lot of fun over here. So somebody said Marbury had more bounce
That's fine.
than Durant.
Then Acuff is what he's saying. And that's fine. He had more bounce. I'm talking about the way he plays, how strong he plays, how he gets to the hole. He's so muscular, like he's so strong, and he doesn't rely on just a three-point shot. He gets there violently to the middle and makes the right plays. He reminds me a lot of
You
stuff.
sound like you got a man crush over there. So I'm just saying though. But we're gonna talk about that later.
The
I'm just
analytics.
messing with you. I'm messing with you. So
Yeah, the analytics,
let's
baby.
go. Let's go to some of these
You
other
gonna make me
schools.
start giving my Kendrick Perkins sayings in this mug.
I hear you. I hear you. Let's go to some
He
other schools.
delivered the
So
goods like- no,
my
I'm just
school has been playing like the bottom of my shoe. University of Texas. They made the play-in number 11 game against NC State. If they win that, they get a chance to play BYU.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. Hopefully they'll beat NC State.
Actually, hold on. Let me say this.
It's over against
They
NC
match up
State.
well against
I like
BYU,
NC
but
State coach.
if
That's
I
old
had to-
McNeese stuff coach.
If I had to pick one of the top 8 teams to get an upset early, it's either gonna be BYU or maybe Purdue. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Because if AJ Dembasta has a bad night, it's a wrap for
BYU's
them.
trouble. BYU. So if he get in foul trouble, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
They got it. Yeah.
And then we got Texas A&M number 10 playing St. Mary. That's a win. TCU playing Ohio State number 9. It's going to be a
TCU.
close game.
TCU.
It's going to be a close game. You got Texas Tech without their superstar
Without Toppin.
playing Akron.
Well, they'll beat Akron. But it's going to be hard to go further than that.
Akron is, I mean, they're
They'll
one of
beat
them
Akron.
teams.
They'll beat Akron.
So, huh?
Who, Texas could beat BYU? It all depends on the Boston.
I mean, they match up well, but they got the big body. They got a 7-footer that match up with the Boston, so
Absolutely.
for sure. Then you got SMU made the tournament first time in, I believe, 9 years.
Yes.
They're going to be playing Miami of Ohio. I think they're going to beat them.
Nah, I think Miami, Ohio going to beat them.
Nah, Miami of Ohio, I think they played a soft schedule. They only lost one game.
Julian, whatever that kid's name at SMU,
Yeah.
he's a beast.
He's a beast. Plus, that shows you how quickly you can rebound if you got some money, right?
Oh, they
SMU
got
ain't made
paper.
it in 9 years.
They coming.
Now you got NIL. SMU's coming for sure.
They're coming.
They playing Tennessee. So, who do y'all give us an early prediction of your finals?
Well,
or your
hold
Final
on.
Four?
We got to talk about one more game now.
What game?
I got to talk about my boy B. Smith. Congratulations. B. Smith, Coach B. Smith, head coach at Prairie View.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
kick ass this
They
tomorrow
got-
tonight.
they
They
got-
play tonight.
they got to
And
play
tomorrow
in.
they got Lehigh, and I got PV. I'm rolling with the Panthers, and they was number 8 seed and came nowhere and won that tournament, man. Congratulations, B. Smith, Prairie View Panthers.
We
My
got
mom and
we
dad
got
old
a
school.
Prairie View people in here. We got
Right
a
here,
Prairie View
sir.
people in
I
here?
went to PV for a
You went to
minute.
PV for that? You know.
Hey, bro. We do our thing.
Yeah.
They do our thing. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to
But
Prairie
speaking
View.
of which,
make
that's
the
very
tournament.
Dallas like we won basketball and football. But carry on.
Hey,
Wow.
somebody said they got SMU to win.
They got what?
SMU.
SMU, they
Yeah, I
should
got
have
SMU
SMU.
win. Yeah,
I'm
SMU's
going-
gonna
I'm going-
win that playing
I'm going,
game.
man,
They gonna beat
Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
That's
And
my
then-
sleeper team in the tournament.
Tennessee's tough though.
They gonna be sleep all right.
Tennessee's tough. I don't know if they can beat Tennessee.
Tennessee's tough. They ain't gonna beat Tennessee.
Tennessee
Man,
is
let
tough.
me tell y'all something. Rick Burns will mess up a game, so I wouldn't be surprised they did.
Man, Rick Barnes has made Final Four. So,
All them teams yet, please.
hey, just as a reminder,
Rick Barnes.
just as a reminder, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Rick Barnes made the Final Four when T.J. Ford took over. Let's understand that. Rick
Yep.
Barnes did not make the Final Four when he had Kevin Durant.
And he got
Let's remember
upset
that.
by some low seed teams a bunch of times
Go
while
ahead,
he was
carry
at
on.
Texas and Tennessee. Carry on, man.
So, who your early Final Four predictions?
Murray the Final Four?
Yeah, who you got?
I really got to look at the bracket. I really can't say, but I do
Oh, give me a
expect
championship.
Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona
I
for
got
sure.
Arizona as my top team. I'm going to tell you that
I
right
think
now.
Arizona and Duke are the two guarantees. I don't think Michigan makes it.
Yeah,
And I don't think Florida makes it.
All right,
and
since
can
we take,
Eurobase, the thing is, can the hometown team,
yeah.
do they got a chance?
They have a chance.
My thing with them, and I got been telling people for the longest, Kevin Sampson, I like him, but he's the worst offensive coach, one of the worst offensive coaches in college basketball. That's why we lost that championship game. And I don't know if we're going to get far this year.
I think
don't
saying
know,
he's
man.
one
I
of the
don't
worst
know.
offensive coaches is a huge thing. I'm not going worse, but I will say they have to be able to execute because they can't beat anybody with size off the miss.
So
Yeah.
Speedy Green in the chat said Duke won't make it.
Duke, what?
Duke won't make it.
Speedy is a humongous Duke lover.
I'm just saying. He said Duke won't make it.
I
Oh,
know.
that's your cousin, huh?
That's my cousin, man. Love
What's
him.
up,
Shout out,
Speedy?
Speedy.
Keep chatting, especially when
He
he
don't think
old.
Duke make it. I think Duke got a real. I'm not guaranteed they make it, but I think they got a shot to make it.
They got a real chance. No doubt.
I think it's going to be Arizona and UConn. And
Let me tell you,
those two.
UConn is really well coached. Shout out to Danny Hurley.
I'm just saying,
And I'ma
ain't nobody
tell you-
talking about
I'ma
him,
tell you
and he don't want
another team
nobody
ain't
talking
nobody
about him.
It's St. John's. They're well coached.
Yeah, they'll get to Sweet 16, but
Hey, man.
Arizona.
Hey, Coach been there.
Florida, UConn, and then I'll take it'll be another team outside of that top that
Hey.
I'm sticking in.
But to Truesdale's point, Arkansas might make a real
Oh yeah,
run this
Arkansas.
year.
That's my fourth one. That's my fourth
Say
one.
it might make
Arkansas.
a run.
Arkansas might make a real run.
Arkansas
this
gonna
year.
make a run for sure. All right, so let's talk about 83 points in a game.
Oh, man. Oh.
83 points in a game.
I knew this was gonna happen.
That
Going
was-
down. Hold on. Let me set it
Don't
up.
do
Let me
that.
set it up. Going down. Basically, we're saying He's one of the second best scorers ever.
We are not saying
in a
that.
single game.
Man,
in a
first of all,
single
this
game.
dude don't shoot.
We had
Because Will was one, and now he's two.
Don't shoot no threes. Dre, I want you to
had
come
the
over here right
second
quick,
best.
Dre.
Let's
Dre,
go.
come over here right quick.
He had the second
Run, get your opinion too. I'm
best
sorry.
scoring
Hold
night
on,
in
I gotta
history.
put the crowd in this. That boy will never shoot no threes. Harley. The boy scored 83 last week in Miami. From Miami.
Yeah.
Now, when that was a flop, how many had in the first half, Miles?
43.
He had 43 in the first
He
half.
had 60 in the third quarter.
Yeah,
What are you
43.
talking about, a flop?
I
That
don't
is
know what
nowhere
he's
near a
talking
flop.
How did he flop?
He had
when
31
when
in the
put
first quarter.
43.
Man, they were giving that boy.
They didn't
They were
give-
giving that boy them shorts.
Time out, hold on.
Because everybody talking about Kobe. Come on, man. They
Hold
were
on,
giving
hold on a
it to
second.
him.
Hold on, time out.
Oh, Miles.
So-
You ready for this long ceremony?
No. 31 in the first, Washington wasn't giving him shit. Giving him anything. 43 and a half, they were trying to stop him. 60 and 3/4, they were trying to stop him. What happened in the fourth quarter was they started fouling other people so he couldn't get the ball. And to retaliate to that, Miami started doing what they did to get him over the hump.
So
But
did they
that-
miss free throws? The other team with free
So
throws?
no, they were fouling his teammates.
They will foul everybody.
So he couldn't get the ball. So what they started doing was fouling back so he could get the ball to make up what Washington did. Now, having said that, that's why it's not a flop. Having said that, when we forget that we have always been ceremonious before when it comes to doing great things. When David Robinson needed 74 points in the last game of the season to get the scoring title, we let that happen. When Devin Booker went for his 74, we let that happen. When Kobe retired and they let him get 50 shots to get 60 points, we let that happen. When Michael Strahan needed a sack to get the record, Brett Favre laid on his ass. Don't act like this is not a thing in the history.
Miles, the question I got is this. Would it be another player in the NBA, because they don't play no defense, will score 100 points?
First off, I'm not saying
Yes or no?
I'm not saying they don't play defense. Here are two
Oh, they
players
don't
I
play
think could have a night and get close to scoring 100. I think there will be a time when Wemby will flirt with that record. I think there will be a time that Luka might get hot and flirt with that
Oh,
record.
nah, he cried too much.
What they got to do with the ball going in the hole?
Oh, man, he be whining the whole time, crying to the referee.
You got your own. You got your own.
It's
little
personal,
diversion.
emotional into this.
You got the biggest crybabies playing together, LeBron James and Luke. Come on, man. They got a video. They got
You know-
your team.
you know what I
They
wish-
got
It's your team, and I know it's some
I don't got an NBA team. It don't got nothing to do with
He
that.
loves
I
Michael
look at
Jordan
individual
and
talent.
everything that's
I
not
look
I
at
black.
look at individual talent. Only thing I'm telling you is,
Yes.
them two, they got a highlight together. They showing them how they both whine.
Time out.
They're big crybabies. Now, I'm not here to start a debate about, because I'm tired of talking about both of them clowns, LeBron and Lou. I'm not here to start that. But at the end of the day,
How you
Miles,
clowns
can't
and
say
you,
that.
like,
they whine,
top
man.
5 players in the
whine.
league and you a clown.
What go on?
There was a lot of wine in the 70s, 80s, just wasn't as many cameras.
Man,
Michael
I am-
Jordan did a whole
People
tumble
out there,
roll.
They had a
I
whole
wouldn't
deal with
even
him.
keep
If
going
you
back and
touch
forth
him,
about
he
LeBron.
was going
I'm not trying here to talk about no LeBron. It's whining and Luka.
We talking about Mike right now.
Oh, Mike
You the
fine.
one keep saying-
Mike,
You the only one keep saying we ain't talking about Luka, we ain't talking about LeBron. We over here talking about Michael Jordan.
you can't talk about Black Jesus.
So-
All right, Dre, let's go, man.
So
You see where it come from?
as y'all can see,
We'll get you back over here.
As y'all can see, we're,
Kicked out.
as y'all can see, we're a community show. Come check us out at On the Rocks.
So
if you
my
in the
man
house,
say,
we'd
my
love
man
to get
say
you
Wemby
on.
only played 28 minutes. Right now he's at that point. They do space him out. But if Wemby's ever gets to a game and he got 45, 50, anywhere near half, them minutes gonna go up and he gonna give him a chance to score every point he
Well,
can.
if he got 80, I can see that happening.
Hold on, we're in the chat. We're in the chat. They said Arkansas will make the Final Four. I agree with that. And they said Bam is trash. That 83 is trash.
Anybody said 83 and trash, you tell me you don't watch basketball, play basketball, and you're a humongous Kobe fan. That's all I know.
A big name team is going to beat somebody and become a Cinderella.
Here's the deal.
Duke
You
may
say
not
it's
make it.
trash. He got 43 free throws. Why did they foul him that many times? Why didn't you stop him? Bump that. If you don't want me to score 83 on you, stop me.
Well,
I'm
there's
just
no
saying,
defense in the NBA.
I'm just
I tell you
saying.
that all the time.
Some
There's
people are
always
saying they
some
weren't
defenses,
playing.
ain't nobody else doing
Some
it.
people
Say,
saying they weren't playing the Washington. They were playing the Washington Generals.
They've been the Washington Generals all season, but ain't nobody else got 83 points. They've been the Washington Generals since day one, 60 games.
What's the next one, man?
Ain't no who else got 83 points against Washington? I'll wait.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Am I wrong?
I hear you.
All right then, relax. Move on to the next thing.
So,
Keep it pushing.
So, I just got one more question with as far as the NBA goes. Can you explain to me? And they got a good team, so this is not a shot. This is a bona fide question. And let me know what you think. Why do the Rockets play to their level of competition as opposed to playing like the good team they are every night?
Because number
Go
one,
ahead.
everybody about themselves. It seemed like I watched the first half yesterday. They were rolling, but it's a selfish team right now. And the inside scoop that I got, and it's like some of them about themselves.
I don't think it's really about themselves. I think you're missing a point guard that hurts.
Yeah.
But also, I think we've gotten to the point where they just rely on KD too much. And honestly, I'm going to go back to saying this. KD's great. KD's half a step above James Harden. But without them 2 years in Golden State, KD is Carmelo Anthony and James Harden. And then also, I will also say this wholeheartedly, in my system, if you think you're going to win in this league consistently, playing through Alfred Shagin, you got a problem. That dude, that's not going to happen.
So here's my thing.
Shagun, whatever his name is.
Here's my thing.
And hold on, one last thing. It is very underrated how much losing Dylan Brooks hurts. He was the soul of their defense, their energy, their motor last year when they were doing what they were doing. Kevin Durant, regular season-wise, is basically giving you the same thing Jalen gave you regular season-wise, not playoffs. Kevin Durant was not traded for the regular season, traded for the playoffs. But he still giving you the same 25 Jalen Green gave you. But you're missing defensively and the energy and the attitude that Dylan Brooks brought. Am I wrong?
I don't disagree with that. You're still not answering the question. You're telling me they're missing a point guard. They ain't had a point guard all year.
And they've been playing like this all year. They've been consistent like this all year.
No, they have a stretch of games where they play like the good team they are that needs a point guard, and then they have a stretch of games.
The stretch of games when it's in the clutch in the end of the season.
At the end of the day,
right now,
we do good to get past the first round. Go on to the next question.
I'll make my point.
No. What I was saying is the stretch of games, you're right, at the end of the season is where the inconsistent players come in. And to me, when you start getting inconsistent play and your players haven't changed, that's coaching.
No,
that's not
if
coaching.
If your players haven't changed and you getting inconsistent play, the players just decide they don't want to play no more?
No, it's not that. What it said is, in the end of the season, what has changed for you, this is not the NFL, this is the NBA. In the NBA, basketball changes after the All-Star break.
Correct.
So the intensity changes.
Correct.
The people are starting to play playoff level basketball. So if you're in the fourth quarter, you up 10-12, and it's week 2, all right, whatever. You up 10, 12, 15, we coming at you. And you don't have anyone to steal those waters in the fourth quarter because you got, much as I love him, and I really love him, Amen playing point. You got Shagun bringing the ball up. You got Kevin Durant bringing the ball up. Those guys, they're fish out of water in those positions and how to navigate that and slow stuff down. If you look at guys that won championships, most of the time you had the Jason Kidds, the Rajon Rondos, the Chauncey Billups, guys that slowed it down when things got tough. And Houston does not have that person. OKC has it with
first
Shea.
round. What's the next question? Let's
Denver
go,
Nuggets have
Let's
it
go.
with Murray.
Somebody
They don't have that.
Somebody said the Rockets are not a great team, even without a point guard, without a true point guard.
Yeah.
They need someone
not
on
a
the court
great
to
team.
make a decision.
I never thought that trade was going to make them better than they were last year.
So, we talked a lot of basketball, but we would be remiss. We got to talk about this trade.
Yes.
The Denver Broncos get Jalen Waddle and Miami's 4th round pick
Houston boy. Excited
for
Coach Waddle.
Denver's
What up, Jay?
1st, 3rd, and 4th.
Houston boy, Episcopal High School, Jalen Waddle.
So Jalen Waddle just went to Denver with Sean Payton. Denver just got a running back, right?
Yeah, they got a running back.
And they had Cortland Sutton last year. And they were in a conference championship game last year with one of the best defenses in the league. Denver
Well,
reloaded.
Denver is going to be interested what they draft, picking up Wallace Major. Then you got my boy R.J. Harvey was the rookie running back. It's going to be a big impact. Then the back they just picked up and getting Waller, I mean, that's huge. Defense, Coach Joseph got the defense right. So Denver, what hurt them last year from getting Super Bowl, their quarterback got hurt. So it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really major, and that's the team they're going to better watch.
So you picking Denver to come out AFC
I
next
ain't going
year?
to say that yet, but they got a chance. Houston got to
If
get
you
ready.
ain't picking Denver, who you picking?
Hey, man, I can't say that till the season start. We got to wait till
I mean,
everything
right
goes.
now,
You can't pick
ain't
them
nobody
right
gonna
now,
hold
man.
you to it.
You got to wait till the season starts. You don't know who's going to get hurt.
I'm
None of
picking
that.
the Tennessee Titans.
You never pick nothing early in the year. You can't debate that, man. Shit.
So, but back to the chat. Somebody said I'm the smartest man in the world. Right there, picking the Houston Rockets to be a great team without a point guard. Nah, they said I was crazy because I'm rooting for these Rockets. They calling me crazy because they know Dallas Melvin know better than that. They know I know basketball. This is what they said. Somewhat, you know true basketball better than that. So I'm trying to advocate for the Rockets, and they see how I put my reputation on line.
You also said back in the season that the Dallas Mavericks going to be in the top 6. So we
No, I
let that
didn't.
right.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Kev, get to the chat and tell me he did.
No, I did. No, I
Anyway,
did.
carry on. You also said
We
the
had-
Cowboys would win 10 games.
I did say that. I did say the Cowboys going to win 10 games. I did say the
Hard
Cowboys
over-
win 10.
hard
Hey,
over brains.
Just as a reminder, go on YouTube, Intel Sports Media. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. We're over here at On the Rocks Bar and Lounge in historic Third Ward, Texas.
3934 OST. Come check us out.
Old
every Tuesday.
Spanish Trail. Come see us. This is where we're going to be on most weeks. On Tuesday, we're here. Truesdale, before we go, you know how we end it. Truesdale's moment. What you got?
What I got? I mean, the true moment is back to U of H. I know the city gonna be hot. I know the city gonna be on fire. See if we can make that run back to the Final Four. But I know it's gonna be a lot of upset people out there, and my heart want to go with the Cougs all the way. But I know a lot of people think defense, but it's more than defense. The truth I'm telling you, you gotta have offense, especially in March Madness. And I just hate to say, I don't know if U of H is gonna make it to the Final Four. I don't know if they're gonna make it to the game for a Final Four.
So, before we go, we're going to give a friend of the show, Miles. You got one last thing for us?
Hey, man. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. No, seriously. Seriously. You're going to have one of the best NBA playoffs coming up that you've had in years. One of the most parity across the board. March Madness is going to be wild as hell. Definitely going with Arkansas to come out this thing. Don't be surprised if there's another sleeper that we
Somebody
haven't
said
mentioned
Houston
yet.
ain't gonna make the
Julius,
weekend.
question. Want to run this right quick before we get off the air? They gonna wait. Wow.
Shut up.
Somebody said Houston not going to make Cougs not going to make through the weekend.
Wow.
Who they got to play like Idaho, Sam Houston, or Texas Tech or
anything
something
can
like
happen.
that? They ain't beat losing.
So, hey, here's what I tell you. Make sure you tune in next week. So we're going to talk about the results of the first weekend. Here's
Go
the other
back to the
thing.
first show I was ever on. I told y'all Luka will win MVP.
Here's
he's
the
still gonna
other
win
thing.
MVP.
Here's the other thing.
In the NBA?
Luka gonna win MVP.
Man, we know Brown
The chat-
deserve that.
the chat-
We know why Brown can't get it. So don't make it like you just smart on that, because we know Brown should
So
get the MVP.
the chat is just
Brown
going
should get
crazy
it.
today.
Brown.
Thank you for everybody that hopped in the
Brown,
chat.
who's Brown?
Julius, question. What do you think about that move in Philly? Brown, they signing Brown back.
Hollywood Brown for the
Hollywood
Eagles.
Brown back.
I said the NBA. What you got to do with the NBA?
I don't think it was a good move.
Y'all like the what?
I don't think it was a good move. I'm about to say
They must have talked. So hopefully they'll bring no soap opera.
Luka gonna win MVP. I said it a long
It's
time
gonna
ago.
be the same thing from the last couple seasons. I don't know what they,
So
what
before
they
we
gonna
get
expect.
before we get off the air, who you think should be MVP? Brown or Luka?
Who
I'm
is
going-
Brown?
LeBron.
Talking about Brown from Boston.
Jalen Brown?
Oh, Jalen Brown?
You don't know who Brown is, Mr.
No,
Basketball?
I said that also. I think he should be up there, but they're
mean,
not going to give it to him this
What
year.
you say?
If I had to choose out of both of them, I would say I would say consistency would be Brown.
Yeah.
But The run the Lakers have made at the end of this season, and this man is averaging 38 points.
Boston got a chance to go to the championship.
I didn't say that, but the MVP vote goes in before the Lakers playoffs start. With the run that this dude's averaging 38 and they done won 15 out of 17. That man's getting MVP.
Brown.
Say what you want.
I mean, hold up. Before we get off the alley, let everybody know.
Somebody said
First of
SGA.
all, that's easy to say he can win it, because we know the league don't like real black athletes.
I didn't say who deserved
Brown
it.
is MVP.
I didn't say
Period.
who deserved. I didn't say
And
who
he
deserved it. Because
He's
I got on
MVP.
here on the show before and said
I love
Jaylen
it.
Brown deserves
Go
it.
See y'all
Jaylen
next
Brown
week.
deserves it, but Luka will win it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, appreciate y'all hopping in the chat. Make sure you like us, you subscribe. Have a fantastic week.
Hey,
Be safe out
hold
there.
on, hold up. We should have our own NBA show. It's coming.
Oh, yes.
It is
Yes.
coming.
Look
Talk
forward.
about all NBA
Look
show.
forward to the basketball show. This was just a precursor of what you can get on a regular basis every week. See you next week. Peace.
Shout out Dr. Webbs, TSU Professor.
Happy St. Patty's Day.